A record 82 million Americans are on the move this week as the Thanksgiving travel rush gets underway. The FAA says it's bracing for the busiest Thanksgiving travel period in 15 years. And the agency expects air travel to peak today with more than 52,000 flights scheduled nationwide. Let's bring in CBS News national reporter Kati Weis, who's following it all for us from New Orleans. Kati, experts are saying we could see a boost in train travel this holiday season. What can you tell us about that?
That's right. I'm actually coming to you live from the Amtrak station here in downtown New Orleans, where Amtrak workers said that they have seen an increase over the last couple of months. You know, right here on the Gulf Coast, they added a new line out of here called the Mardi Gras line, which spans across the Gulf Coast from here to Mobile, Alabama. So with the addition of that new line, plus there are other 4 routes that they have going all across the country. Then with the federal shutdown, and now here to this busiest travel week of the year, it's the AAA considers it like the Super Bowl of holiday travel. That's Thanksgiving week. They said that they've been seeing a lot more people, hundreds more customers here coming through this station compared to this time last year. That in fact, you know, normally Mondays and Tuesdays are less busy. They said even on those usually more off days, even those days have been busy for them. Another train is actually expected to come in here from Chicago for more folks to board and head back up to the East Coast. In fact, AAA expects that Thanksgiving travel by train and buses is expected to increase by 8.5% this year across the country. And really, AAA attributes that to a lot of people just being fed up with air travel, not wanting to take their chances after seeing many flights get canceled during the federal shutdown. Liz?
Well, speaking of air travel, Kati, we know there are a lot of people at the airports today. What are some things they should keep in mind if they are choosing to fly?
Absolutely. Well, of course, always just give yourself a little extra time. But in general, as you mentioned earlier, Thanksgiving week is known for being the busiest holiday travel week of the year, rather. And FAA does expect this to be the busiest travel week in the last 15 years for air travel. We spoke with the AAA spokesperson about some tips, helpful tips for you. Take a listen to what they had to say.
Leave as early as possible and still give yourself plenty of time at the airport. Don't just think that things are back to normal. You can sort of wing it and get to the airport a little bit later. Still give yourself at least 2 hours for domestic flights. You might just need that much time. I've also been recommending people, if they're flying for Thanksgiving, maybe don't park at the airport, maybe have somebody drop you off, take public transportation, because what happens is if you have a problem coming back and your flight gets canceled and you have to either rent a car or fly through a different airport, you don't want your car stuck at the airport.
Some very good, helpful tips. And if you plan to drive and beat the traffic, you want to leave during some off times. You know, traffic is busiest during the middle of the day through after the 5 o'clock rush. So if you can help it, try to leave earlier in the morning or later in the evening to go see your loved ones this holiday week. Liz?
Great tips. Thank you, Kati. And happy Thanksgiving if I don't see you before.